In this video, we talk about whether or not Tommy Fury was holding back in his last fight against Anthony Taylor. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy. Tommy Fury was actually saying that he looked bad in his last fight on purpose. You know, he was saying...
Yeah, Tyson was saying in the press conference.
Tyson Fury was saying it. John
fell for the book. He fell for the oldest trick in the book.
All of the Furies, you know, they're saying sometimes you gotta do a few things to get what you want, and they're implying that, you know, Tommy Fury wasn't his 100% in that fight. So, I mean,
yeah, I disagree. I don't see why in a fight Tommy would be acting like he's worse than he is when it's a fight.
Yeah,
you gotta make sure you're at your best to win it.
Exactly.
So I don't believe that, but.
Yeah, and it looked like to me that Tommy Fury was trying to get him out of there. He was trying to put on a statement, but he just wasn't able to. The guy was much smaller than him, so, you know, he should be able to get him out of there. Like that guy weighed, I think, like he fought at 160 pounds in Bellator, and Tommy Fury wasn't able to hurt him or, you know, put him down.
He was saying the whole time he was gonna knock him spark out.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he's saying.
But
that's not what happened.
You never know. Maybe the Furies pulled the oldest trick in the book and just fooled Jake. But I doubt it. I don't see how.
Also, we got to take into account, like, the guy that Tommy Fury was fighting. He wasn't a traditional fighter. He's not like a regular boxer who Tommy Fury is just gonna find one of these guys in the gym. Like, he's a completely different style. So it's gonna be harder to fight those kind of guys than, you know, a Jake Paul who has more of a textbook boxing. You know, you'd find a better version of Jake Paul in the gym. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's easier to train for someone like that. And also the guy was trying to survive. He was fighting to survive. He wasn't there, you know, sitting in the pocket trading with Tommy, you know, going toe to toe. No, he was fighting to survive. I'm not saying he was, you know, running the whole time, but, you know, he wasn't there to win.
And something I found interesting about that fight was Tommy's defense. He was getting caught with a lot of overhand rights, which is one of Jake Paul's favorite moves.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter.
To pull off. Yeah, so I feel like there's adjustments that obviously both guys need to make, and
it's going to be a good fight.
If they both get it down correctly, it could be very competitive. You could even call this a 50-50 fight, honestly, because both guys, I would say similar experience, I think. Considering, even though obviously Tommy's been, you know, around the gyms and whatever.
He's been doing it much longer, but the records of the guys fighting, you know, they're not impressive in any way, you know.
Not great.
Some of them are like 10-100, 0-30, you know. These guys aren't the highest level, but Tommy Fury, I mean, that's what you do when you come out in boxing. Obviously, most guys don't go for that low of competition, but, you know, what can you do?
It's a bit on the lower end.
But you know, Jake Paul hasn't been fighting. Jake Paul hasn't been fighting, you know, the highest level himself. So it's gonna be a good fight. You know, we don't really know how this is gonna turn out until we see it. We watch them go at it. This clip is taken from the Punch Plan podcast, which you can check out on screen now, or you can listen to it in the link in the description on Spotify. Also, we are posting tons of different things related to the podcast on all of our social medias, including TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Make sure to subscribe here and follow us there if you enjoyed.